A sense of morals is certainly important for the Sigma male, but these are often based on more logical things. They don't believe in following an inner sense of emotions. Instead, they base their idea of right and wrong off facts and information. They can be viewed as cold people, but in truth they do possess their own sense of morals and virtue. It just isn't necessarily what people expect it to be. Just because they aren't someone who fits into the norm, or what is expected of them, doesn't mean they don't care and are emotionless people at all. They simply have their own sense and idea of what is right and wrong. While each individual person has their own internal morals, for some, these values and virtues are truly and deeply important to them. Not everyone holds the same standards to their sense of virtue and inner beliefs, and so it is important to know where each person stands. For some people, their sense of morals comes from a more logical standpoint, while for others it is connected to their emotions, giving them a strong sense of right and wrong. There are some people who set their own morals based on those around them, and so they aren't as rooted in their own personal beliefs and feelings. Knowing more about the Sigma male personality type can really help to uncover their own virtues, and what these actually are. What being virtuous means to Sigma male. To him, being virtuous simply means always striving to do what is right, and not allowing others to sway this decision. It means standing up for what they believe in, and fighting for what is truly right and honest. They see a virtuous person as brave enough to fight for their beliefs and stand up for injustice in the world. They don't see it as needing to be based on emotions, but simply based on being brave enough to stand up for what they know to be just and true. Honesty for him is a big part of this, as someone who is dishonest cannot truly be virtuous and moral. Sigma males hold honesty as one of the most important values someone can have, and shows that a person can be trusted. This is why they strive for honesty themselves and don't like pretending or lying to people. For them, being a good person means working hard, and providing value to the world around them. This is why they spend so much time trying to spread information and truth to those around them. Being able to make a difference by removing ignorance is something the Sigma values, and for them, this is definitely connected to their sense of morals more than people realize. In their minds, this is a sign of caring for others and of trying to do something good with their lives, which can actually make a difference for the world around them. Where their morals come from. Sigma males don't base their morals on their inner emotions or the emotions of others, not in the way people might expect. This doesn't mean their feelings cannot be connected to those morals in some ways, they just don't want them to rule their choices and beliefs. Instead, they want to be more precise about their choices, and believes in upholding a certain moral code. This code often comes from logic and their intuition as well, and is something they develop over time. They do believe in using information in order to come to these conclusions, and catalog facts and different ideas over time. For the Sigma, information is a big part of their lives, and so it also connects with their sense of morals and virtues. They believe in being honest and upfront with people, and fighting for what is right. This is why their sense of morals simply comes from practicality and logic, rather than emotions. For a Sigma, emotions are not as trustworthy, and can lead their actions to be more selfish and less reasonable. They see emotions as flighty, and this is why they don't really feel like it is right to base their sense of morals on feelings. This is also why their moral beliefs are not likely to change often or from moment to moment. The only time they will adjust these beliefs is when they have reflected on it for a long time, and have come up with something which is more logical and sensical to them. Their feelings come into the equation a bit more than they might realize or want to accept, but they don't dictate their choices alone. The Sigma uses logic and reason in order to come up with their own internal set of morals and values. They have complex inner minds, and their thoughts are very personal and intricate. They use those complex minds in order to sift through facts and information, and come to their own logical conclusions. This is something which makes people question the morals of the Sigma, but they would be wrong to do so. While they might not have morals based on emotions and inner feelings, they base them on things which are sturdy and concrete. They don't change these beliefs based on the way they feel at any given moment. Instead, they are well rooted in who the Sigma is and what they are sure of. What the Sigma believes to be right or wrong is something they spend a lot of time figuring out before coming to their final conclusions. This is something which comes from reflection and time spent really trying to be sure of what they believe. They spend so much time and energy analyzing information and ideas, since they want to be sure about things before coming to conclusions. They care about being precise and accurate with everything, which is where their sense of morals often comes from. Their moral view. They make choices which are much more logical than emotional, but at the same time, this is still connected with trying to help people in a positive way. They might not be likely to decide things which are based on how their actions affect someone's feelings, but rather how it affects their well-being and their future. They believe in ensuring that their actions don't harm anyone in more logical and practical ways, rather than if it will upset them. While others try to avoid hurting people's feelings, Sigma often feels like being honest is far more important, and this is what they see as right and good. Sigma males will stand up for what they believe is right, and don't allow fear or expectations to hold them back. This definitely helps him to fight for those beliefs, instead of allowing what other people feel or want to stand in the way. To some people, the sense of focus the Sigma has can seem a bit emotionless, but for him, it is important to follow their own goals and beliefs, instead of allowing them to waver based on others. This is a big reason why Sigma does not waver in their knowledge and beliefs, since it is something which comes from their own mind and morals, and not other people's. While they might not be emotionally expressive people, they actually do care to help others in whatever way they can. This is often much more practical than it is emotional, as they focus on these types of needs in order to truly make a difference in the lives of others. He tries to use their natural problem-solving skills in order to find ways of helping those around them. They believe that if they are able to help someone, they should do what they can in order to make this happen. Even in instances where helping might be difficult, the Sigma still believes that they should do their best. They do have boundaries and don't want to be taken advantage of, but there are times when they ignore those boundaries to help someone who truly needs it. Sigma males also believe that the idea of being free and independent is valuable and important. Freedom is something often connected to their sense of morals, as they feel that people should be free to make their own choices and be their own person. This is something they will fight for, and something they believe to be truly just and right.